Welcome back to the live replay, you guys. Today is October 29th, and we have more orders to pack today. Let me make sure everything is good to go on my end here. We're gonna start with 11454, but that's Monica, and she was not available in the afternoon today, so I'm gonna try doing that one in the evening today instead. I'm planning to do a double live today, but I don't know if I've ever done that before, so I gotta confirm after this one, see how I'm feeling, see if my devices are charged up enough. But welcome here, you guys. So 1155 will actually be our first order today, which is for Ashley. So we'll give a second for people to arrive. Hey, Sherry. Welcome here. I was gonna try to remember to post on the Discord that I was starting my live, but I completely forgot. Just not in the rhythm of doing that. Trying to decide which pages to color in next. I've been just kind of coloring them at random because it's helpful to have like some colored ones to like film content with, to show what it will hopefully look like as you start using it, but I've just kind of been picking and choosing random pages. Welcome here, you guys. Thanks for the likes, Sherry. And the gifts, Jamie. Hey, Nicole. So like I was just saying a second ago, we're gonna start with 1155, which is Ashley. So I wanna give Ashley a second to get here. I just started up. Anahi, okay. I'm starting to believe you a little bit more, Anahi. You actually care about me. Let me go grab Ashley's Glacier Blue journal so that we are poised and ready when she gets here. Oh, perfect, Ashley. Okay, I'm so glad you could make it. We were gonna do one before yours for Monica, but she was at work this afternoon. And so I'm hoping not to have to do too much juggling around, but I feel like if it's just, you know, a few requests here and there, it's manageable. I just didn't wanna, you know, make that kind of the standard and then have everyone kind of, you know, telling me their schedule, like, oh, I could make it Thursday afternoon or Friday, you know, like, I don't think that would be doable, but a couple changes here and there shouldn't hurt. So Monica is gonna have hers packed. My plan is this evening, I was planning to do a double live today. I usually have kind of two work blocks in my day when my kids are sleeping for their naps and then when they're sleeping for bed. And usually I use one for a live and then one for something else, but this week my top priority is just to get through as many orders as possible. So I think a double live makes sense. So originally, Ashley, you were thinking for your charm, a white or blue pom-pom and then a white or pink butterfly. I'll pull out those charms, but if you have any other charms that you want to see, you can just let me know if you want me to pull out something else as well. And that is the like white charm. I do also have this cream colored charm, so I'll put that in the running there as well in case that's more what you're looking for. And then white or pink butterfly. Hey, Jill. Christine, I'm not sure. Possibly. Oh yeah, I know. Greg. Phoenix, the third one is a good match. The fourth one is a closer match with the ribbon bookmark. These two, is that what you're thinking, Ashley? Oh, yes. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to just assume that you didn't mean the butterfly. I was like, well, maybe she thinks the butterfly is a moth. I don't want to make it sound like I think she's dumb by saying, oh, this is a butterfly. What do you mean moth? But I can find, I'm guessing this is the one that you're talking about. but I'm just gonna look through and see if there's any other white ones. Or if you want me to lay them out, I can. That one's good? Lovely. Ooh, black one. There's a few black ones here. Let me just lay them all out and let you pick a number, because it's hard to just describe these ones, you know? There's so many that all include the same colors, but just look a little different. Yeah. Alrighty, there we go. Just let me know the row and then the number within that row that you would like. Welcome here, you guys. How are you all doing today? The first one? Okay, lovely. Oy. All right, and while I'm putting these on, Ashley, for your name page, you were thinking a girly, coffee, and bookish page with your name, and then sparkles as well. If you have anything that you want to clarify about that, just let me know. Christine, so the front cover ends up looking something like this. Whatever word you choose, or 2026, and then you can choose some little doodles. So I chose lemons. I honestly don't remember all the different options that I put on there. I just rattled off, I think about, I don't know, 15 to 20 cover doodles that I thought would be doable. So you would have to actually go to the sheet to see a list of all the options. To the order page. Coffee, floral with some sparkles. Okay, sounds good. And what sort of color palette are you thinking? Like kind of pastels and browns, or any specific colors that you do or don't want to see? Thanks for the follow. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I just started, Christy. This is our first order of the day. Alrighty. So where did I put my trusty combo 772? Here we go. Christy, yes, I did. Just a lot of copying and trying over and over until it looked the way I wanted. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Mama Jen. It's something, I don't even remember who I saw do something similar to it. I just saw that idea one time and I have done it like every day since then. For pretty much any time I do calligraphy. It's just such an easy way to make it look more exciting, you know? Okay, let's do a little coffee cup over here. Actually, maybe let's do an iced coffee. That would be cute. Iced coffee over here. We'll do some ice cubes. All right, and then let's do a straw. And then maybe up here, let's do a little coffee mug. Oh, sorry you guys, I did not. What was that? Block, and then mute. Mute forever. Okay, I think that's good. Sorry guys. Okay, what? She should be gone now. Why isn't she gone now? Mute account, block account. Confirm. Report account, all of the above. Okay. I don't know why that comment is still there. Hopefully that will go away. Yeah, Iris, I think the reason it sounds different, I think, is just because there's cardboard on the other side, but I'm not sure. Because, like, it's the same sheet of paper that's, you know, it just has a seam here. But it's not a separate sheet of paper from the first. Thanks, Mama Jen. Yeah, let's get that message off the screen. All right, and then let's add some florals next. Kind of, we'll have them peeking out from behind the drinks. Maybe some little yellow ones too. Oh, sorry, markers. I use a variety, but mostly Tombos these days. Mostly Tombos. Oh, thanks, Gina. I'm glad. I know I don't always have time in the lives, but in my heart, I'm always willing to, like, you know, slow things down, do kind of tutorials to walk you guys through lettering or doodles or whatever. So if you have questions about what I'm currently working on anyways, feel free to ask, because I'll try to break things down a little bit more so that you can learn from it. I used to do a lot more of that before I was getting extra like orders, you know, when I would just be live working on a custom journal and people didn't really order anything. Then I would spend a lot of time just kind of breaking things down, going through the calligraphy. But the more time has been going into other orders, the more I've just kind of naturally dialed that back a little bit to make everything else fit into the live. Thanks, you guys. All right, let's add some sparkles and some white gel pen. No, Brittany, what type of markers are you using and what thickness of paper? Because one of those is probably the culprit. Oh yes, the pink that I used is Tombow 772. That is true. Colleen, there's 224 pages in these. Alrighty, let's add some white gel pen to this. Jules, this is one of the personalizations that you can choose. So you can choose personalized charms, a personalized name page, and a personalized cover design. Choose as many of the personalizations as you want at checkout. Oh yes, I always post the replays to YouTube. Typically the next day, the replay will go up. Oh, the dotted one for Michael's? Okay. That's probably, I would guess, around 100, 120 GSM. And what kind of markers do you use, Brittany? Because if they're alcohol markers, that's your big problem. If they're not alcohol markers, then it's probably the paper problem. But if they are alcohol markers, unfortunately, those just bleed through no matter what you put them on. Oh, Tombow markers. Okay, yeah, then it's just the paper. I'm guessing, like I used to use those ones as well from Michael's. When I used them anyways, they were 120 GSM. I don't know if they've changed anything. But yeah, these ones are 160 and I can show you. I really like to slather on the marker. So I did a test with these. This is 6 layers of a pretty pigmented marker with white gel pen written on top just for fun. And it doesn't really even bleed through. You can kind of see it through because I let the light through, but it holds up really, really well to water-based markers. Hey, Kelly. Oh, and Ashley, I should have asked you about your cover design while I was doing that. You were thinking Ashley with moon and stars. Does that still sound good? problem, Brittany. $20.26 with some glitter instead. Okay, sounds good. I'm just taking off my sweater. 2026. Oh, wait, there we go. 26 sparkles. Perfect. I guess that makes sense. Well, thank you so much for your order, Ashley. This one was order 1155. We did jump over 54 because Monica could not make it, and we're gonna do hers tonight instead. I'm planning to go live twice today. So yeah, this was 1155, which means that we're gonna jump to 56 next, which is Robin. Robin, are you here today? Aw, thanks, Ashley. Thank you for your order. And Robin ordered an espresso colored journal. Let me grab that. Oh, perfect. Hey, Robin. Okay, so for your charm, you were thinking the R heart locket, a leaf charm, and then a black or brown pom-pom. I'm gonna take a sip of tea and then I'm gonna pull those out for you. Jessica, I have been shipping them to the US for at least a month now. I think I never really actually stopped shipping them from the US. I've just tried a few different solutions for it that have been more or less successful. So I am still shipping to the US. However, just this week, some people have been getting charged by UPS, which is not supposed to happen. I paid for those fees for you. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. But I am still shipping to the US and yeah, just kind of troubleshooting as we go. Okay, yes, that one leaf did get taken, but I have a new leaf charm, which I personally love. But of course, to each their own. Oh, and unfortunately, I don't have a gold heart locket R. The heart lockets were super hit and miss, like, because I got just a random bundle. I got like a ton of S's, a bunch of, what was the other letter that I had a bunch of? V's maybe? And then some letters I had none at all. So sorry about that, Robin. Let me pull out the R options that I do have. Yes, the code is live stream. Yes. And I do have black and a dark brown. Colleen, I use a Languo gel pen. Yes, tariff nonsense at its finest. And how do you feel about the leaf? Oh, dark red, yes. Like this one here. And then, yeah, how do you feel about the new leaf? Do you want that with your R? Do you want something different instead? And the white gel pens are the freebie in all of the journals that you guys get. So if you do order a journal, don't feel like you need to go get yourself a separate white gel pen. I'll send one with your journal. Oh, thanks, Victoria. You're so sweet. Okay, let me fill you in though on what's going on. I designed these planners. They've got 224 pages. Spent the last few months drawing them and now they are here. So we're packing them up. I've got a bunch of pre-orders to work through and everyone gets to choose different customizations. So you can choose the charms, which is what we're doing right now. You can choose a cover design. And then you can also choose a name page, which we'll do in a second. So that's what we're doing today, is just getting through a bunch more orders for these hand-drawn journals. Nope, not at all, Robin. I already cut a bunch of papers out in anticipation that some people would want that. So no trouble at all. Do you want it like pasted fully over the page or like taped in as a flap? And then my other question for you is, for your name page, you were thinking coffee and delicate florals in colors similar to Janelle's kind of go-to color palette. Does that still sound good to you? Paste it on, yes. Sounds good. Hey Lauren, we are getting through more orders. Right now we're on 1156. And we're just personalizing them, so we're doing charms and name pages, and then the gold foil I will do probably tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow or Friday. I would stretch it to Friday, but my orders shelf will not have room to keep everyone's orders straight, so I should probably do it tomorrow. All right. Robin. And Robin, your first journal that you ordered, that navy, is that was you, right? That loved the navy? Because I would use that to letter your name if you like it. Just because I just used it for Jacqueline's yesterday, and I am obsessed with how it turned out. I don't know if you were here for Jacqueline's, but this is what we did for hers. So like I could change the flower colors to be more similar to Janelle's, but do the navy. Okay, perfect. I remember doing that in your first journal with like the mustard yellow flowers and navy flowers. So I figured that you would still like that one. I like it for doodles, but I feel like it's just perfect for lettering. Alrighty. So almost started on the wrong page because Robin wants hers pasted on. So let me grab my glue tape. Yes, Olivia, these are the planners that I designed for 2026. They're actually undated, but I'm guessing that most people will use them for 2026. And then I personalize them every day here on live. You can order little personalized charms, a little cover design, and then right now we're doing a name page for her as well. Those are kind of your three custom options. Oh, thanks, Olivia. Me too, but I'm obviously biased because I poured my heart and soul into them for like a year. Thank you. Alrighty, let's do Robin's name page. So coffee and delicate florals in Janelle's sort of color palette. Got it. No, Sam, it's just normally in my journals, this page is blank. I did not expect that page to be the first designed page because it never has been when I've worked with this manufacturer before. So I was kind of thrown for a loop when I didn't have a blank page there. So the kind of default option is to have it on the left side. I had you guys vote on live and I agree. I feel like that's the best option by default. But if people want it differently, like pasted in or like taped in as a flap, that's totally fine with me. It's like one of the slightly awkward things about these journals, but not a huge deal. The other day, someone ordered hers just as like a separate thing. Like she didn't even have me paste it in. She just had me tuck it in so that she could actually just use it somewhere else, like put it up on her bulletin board or something. So you can do that too. And Janelle is now a color palette. Yeah. Well, we spent like half the year working on Janelle journals, I feel like. She actually messaged me a few weeks ago. She wants to order one for her daughter, but I told her I couldn't do any more right now. But we definitely have another incoming Janelle order when we're ready for it. Okay. I'm just trying to decide what to do for the coffee element. Is just coffee beans enough of a coffee doodle, or should I put more coffee related things? That's my question. I'll start with some flowers. Thanks, Kristen. Are you new? Annika. Aw, welcome here, you guys. Thanks so much for joining. I'm a stay-at-home mom too, Kristen. This is my nap time and nighttime side hustle when my boys don't need me. Okay, so you think I should add some actual coffee too? I can. Oh, cool. Okay, how many kids do you have that are homeschool age already? Mine are just little. I've got a 3-year-old boy and a 1-year-old boy. Oh, no worries. Autocorrect. I just assume what people are saying half the time because I can tell it's autocorrect. Mug from the top view, absolutely. Can do. 2 girls pre-K. Oh, okay, and a 3rd grade. Nice. I'm gonna put the, yeah, I'll put the cup over here. And I'm gonna do it in the light purple that we also used quite a bit in Janelle's journal. Do a little bit of latte art on here. And then I'll blend that in. Oh, just started homeschooling. Amazing. Yeah, I have no idea what we'll do yet. My oldest, like I said, is 3. And where I live is like, I feel like the schools are pretty good as far as, I mean, obviously it depends what you're looking for in a school, but as far as like our beliefs and values and stuff go. But I still feel like part of me would love to homeschool, but I don't know if I'd have the time. I mean, I'm sure everyone feels that way, but even just with my little side hustle here, finding the time to do that. Oh, thank you so much, Jules. Okay, what was oh yeah, I want to layer on the flowers here. Layer some more ink. Oh, online. Nice. Lauren, I don't have anything specifically for teachers at the moment. I used to have like a digital academic planner, and I think it's technically still in my Etsy shop, but it was more for students than for teachers. No, my rule of thumb isn't 3 colors. I don't really know. I am gonna add more colors to this page. Like there's gonna be a brown, there's gonna be 2 or 3 greens. Oh, 3-week teacher strike, yikes. Yeah, I heard something about that, but honestly, not much at all to know the context. Oh, you know what, Jules? These are pre-orders, unfortunately. So without pre-orders in the mix, I would normally pack it up for you right away, like when you place the order. But now I have over 150 orders, pre-orders to catch up on before I get to current orders. And so, yeah, each day I've been kind of posting on my Instagram story which order numbers we're gonna get to that day. So that's how we're doing it right now, to catch up with all the pre-ordered journals. Ashley, these ones that I'm doing today will ship out on Friday. I think the double live will probably just be today. Thank you so much for your order. All right, we are gonna add a bunch of coffee beans to this and maybe some sparkles or something, we'll see. But coffee beans for sure. Yes, the Lyra brand, they're called the Lyra Aqua Brush Duo is what they call theirs. Where's my coffee bean color? Here it is. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks, Natasha. Oh yeah, see you, Allie. Thanks for joining. Sounds good. We'll hopefully see you then. Where have you been, Austin? Thank you. Thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. And Robin, of course, thank you so much for all your orders, my friend. For your cover, you were thinking Robin with coffee. Does that still sound good to you? Oh, nice. Well, at least you were able to get away for a week. How was your time away? $2026 with coffee beans? Yes, for sure. 2026 and some coffee. Thank you so much for your order, Robin. I appreciate it. And yes, all of the orders, I'm gonna do the gold foil probably tomorrow, and then they all will get a free white gel pen. That's the freebie that you guys voted for on Instagram. Okay, let me pull up the next order here for Vanessa. I think I just saw Vanessa pop in a little while ago. It was good, Austin. Yeah, it was. I mean, I feel like it always, I'm such a like homebody and like, you know, crave my routine that it always feels a little bit off being gone from your own environment for like over a week, especially with little kids, but it was fun. It just was also good to get back, you know? Alrighty, Vanessa, I've got your journal here. For charm, you were thinking the matching blue pom-pom, the white V, and a gold bow. Let me pull those up for you. If you have anything else that you want to see, let me know. I'm gonna put this out already because I feel like it just changes how you look at the pom-poms. If you do choose that charm combo, you literally have the exact same one as me, but just different journal colors. Like on my green journal, I did a green pom-pom, the gold or the white R with the gold bow. Sabrina, it's linked in my bio. You'll just need to tap my name up at the top twice and it should take you to my TikTok page, and then if you click my link, it's right in there, RyleeAutumn.com. Clouds or travel theme charms? Okay, let me check. I don't recall. I do have these like camera charms, which are, I mean, I think of travel when I see like a camera like that. Let me see here. I might have something in my randomly assorted charms from my, I used to have a compass, but I think someone took that one, hey? Oh no, I have this compass, but it's actually meant to be like a connector between two charms. So, oh, and now it's, oh no, it's right here on my phone stand. Okay, let's see what else I've got. Clouds and travel. This drawer is always a huge mystery, at least the back end of it here, because these ones are very assorted. Well, I have a little thought cloud that says I love you, or I've got this compass or a camera. I think that's as close as I can get for you. I do have like the cream or white colored pom-pom that could be interpreted as a cloud. Yeah, I think that's it. Light blue, twins. Love that. I know, I'm already trying to plan what charms I'm gonna put on my, because I think I'm gonna use the glacier one for my pre-made journal too. But I don't know what charms to do. It took me forever to actually just lock in a charm choice on my green journal, and now I need to choose all over again. Okay, where is my, there's my other pliers. Looks good. Thank you, Chelsea. I know, I am obsessed with the pom-poms. When I first ordered pom-pom charms, I was like, I don't know if you guys will like these. These are a little bit out there. Maybe I should just return them. But we ended up loving them. And I feel like probably over half of the journals with charms get pom-poms now. All right, Vanessa. And then for your name page, you were thinking, oh, sorry, a Dutch door won't really work with how we've had to move the name page to the other side. But Vanessa with clouds could work, and the travel doodles, like you were saying. Is that still what you're thinking? Vanessa with clouds and travel doodles? Okay, cool. And do you want it down the side? It would be this side, unless you want to pay. Oh no. Block. Confirm. Mute. Mute account. Okay, I think I got rid of them. Yes, totally, Chelsea. They're not too palm. Is that the same one or a different one? Travel doodles, name on the side. Okay, perfect. And do you have a color palette in mind? I would default to kind of matching the journal, but if you have different colors that you would like, let me know. I know, the bots, they're just nasty. I can pick the colors. Okay, cool. Let's do... All right, and let's do... paper airplane. Sarah, the music, I wish, okay, the music, the reason that we have the music that we do is because I post the replays to YouTube, and so I always want it to be copyright-free music so that I don't get copyright strikes on YouTube. I've tried multiple playlists that say that they're royalty-free or say that they're copyright-free, and then I still get copyright strikes. This is the only one that I have found that actually doesn't get me copyright strikes. I'm sure there's more out there, but it's a very minor concern for me. So we listen to this every day. We did have happy birthday night one time where I tried a royalty-free playlist. And actually that one was also royalty-free, I think. Or maybe there was one song that dinged me for copyright. I don't remember, but it played Happy Birthday in a jazz style 6 times on the 2-hour playlist. So we did not use that one again. But yeah, that's the reason for the music. I'm pretty meh on how I feel about this music. I honestly kind of block it out, so I don't really care. But I know if you're here every day, you probably get sick of it. I should add the shadows here. I forgot about that. It has become the theme song very unintentionally, yep. I know, Sarah. It actually took me a long time to realize that though. I thought it was a playlist for a while, and then I realized, oh no, wait, it literally just loops over and over and over. Alrighty, Vanessa, thank you so much for your order. That was 1157. So 1158, we have Kelly. Let me put this one into my bin. I know, you know, if anyone finds royalty-free music that is actually royalty-free and comes in a playlist that I don't need to always manage the song, I'll do it. I'll use it. I'm not opposed. But this is my best attempt. Did I miss one at the top of the A? Oh, that one. I didn't actually miss it. I just missed a corner of it. It didn't cover all the way. There we go. Thank you so much, Vanessa. And Kelly, oh, puzzle piece. Good thing I stood up when I did. Not today, TikTok. Not killing this light. Oh, no worries, Shelby. It was not perfectly covered, so happy to fix that. Alrighty. Let's do Kelly's order. 2 espresso colored journals. Espresso has definitely been the crowd favorite. Totally, Sherry. I wonder if it is related. Yeah, exactly, Iris. No part 1, part 2 on YouTube. And part 2 where I'm just like, ugh, at the start. I don't even do a proper intro. I'm like, yes, it was the puzzle piece again. Alrighty, so let's start with the one for you, Kelly, and then we'll do Michelle's after that. So for yours, you wanted a name page with Kelly, centered, not stacked, blues, purples, and muted tones. Do you have like kind of a theme that you want, or just anything with those colors? Grab blues, purples, neutral and muted tones. And like, feel free to specify what kind of blues and purples you like, because you know I'll jump right in with these if you don't tell me not to. These are my just kind of default. Lavender and blue lavender. Oh, it's catching on. Lavender and blue lavender from the top, or from the bottom, and greenery from the top. Okay. Yes. I can do both of those. Grab my lavender and blue lavender. Okay, and then you also wanted neutral muted tones. So maybe I'll do your name in like a soft brown and then have kind of those soft colors coming from both sides. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Light blue to navy gradient. Yes. Let me think about how I'm gonna do that. Am I gonna go from one color to the next or from top to bottom? Let me think here. Oop, nope, that one's not gonna be part of it. Soft and muted, no, not here. Okay, that one could maybe help with the transition to navy. Okay. I'm trying to decide here. Do I go one letter to the next? Oh, you guys couldn't see it, sorry. I'm trying to decide if I go gradient from one letter to the next or gradient from top to bottom. Trying to decide what would be easier with the colors that I have at my disposal, because I don't necessarily have all of the pieces to perfectly do a gradient, but I will try. Maybe I'll go from top to bottom and just try my best. Or I'm not sure what you were thinking, Kel. The navy one that we've been using is Prussian blue, and then this like second darkest one is cobalt blue light. I know, it's a great navy. Okay, so let's do this one, and it's Kelli. I have a few Kellys who order, and they do not smell their names the same. Okay, I think that I am gonna want my blending brush. These ones, Hilda, are the Lyra Aqua Brush Duos. That's the one that Iris was talking about. The other one that I'm using here is Tombow. Okay, so let's do just the bottom with our darkest navy. And then let's take some navy onto here. Try to blend up a little bit. I will add other color to the top part, but I want this to be kind of my second step, and I want to do it while the first navy is still kind of fresh. Why are you not picking up as much navy ink now? Oh, there we go. Whoop, that one picked up lots of navy ink all of a sudden. All right. Okay, let's scribble that off of here so that it isn't stained navy, and scribble this guy off too. It's just Tombow N00. The OBUJO brush markers come with one in the big set of OBUJOs as well. But yeah, I don't actually use it a lot, but that's mostly just because it takes more time usually than just doing my lettering the way I normally do it. And I usually am trying to move pretty quick because I'm going, you know, through custom journals. But it is pretty handy if you like to blend out your lettering. All right, and then let's just blend that up a little. All right. It's kind of gradient. And where's my light gray? There we go. And then Kelly, you were thinking, sorry, I can scroll back up to that comment, I suppose, but the 2 colored lavenders coming from the bottom and then some leaves, like greenery, coming down from the top. Is that correct? Nicole, yours are still in my car. I'm sorry. They are in my car. They will go out with the Friday batch. I really should, Iris. I know. Well, the thing is, I get mine from Stationery Pal, and I do have an affiliate code with them, but if you're getting it anywhere else, like, you know, I can't really do anything about that. Okay. Order number 1158 is what we're on right now. Hey, Jess. I am doing well. How are you? Ooh, the dentist. I'm not a fan. Yeah, that's true. They're always so nice, but just... Oh, do you notice you have a bit of recession there? It's like, yes, where you're stabbing straight into my nerve. Yes, I noticed that. Oh no, Carson. That's the thing. They're always so nice, but it's like, I just can't handle the actual process. Okay, and then greenery coming down from the top. Let me think. Yeah. Okay, let me take a sip of tea and ponder what I'm gonna do here. No, here's the experience that made me not like the dentist the most was I was in college and I had never really had a cavity filled up until that point. So I went to the dentist and she was like, okay, you have a tiny cavity. Like, it's not even really a cavity yet, but since, you know, you're still on your parents' dental insurance and you won't be for much longer, I'd suggest we do a small filling, like a sealant. And so I was like, okay, I can do that. I am not pumped about it, but whatever. I did it. And afterwards, she was like, okay, everything should feel, you know, nice and level. It should feel normal. You shouldn't notice a difference. I was like, no, I notice a difference. Like, my bite feels so weird. And she was like, oh no, everything looks good. I think it's fine. And so I carried on with my life. And then like a month later, I was just eating normally and I heard a huge crack. And because the filling was uneven, my tooth cracked. The tooth that had a tiny cavity that didn't even warrant a filling cracked and now needed a root canal, which has had problems ever since they did it. So that's my big I hate the dentist moment. Because it was like my first filling ever, didn't even really need to be a filling, but I was like, yeah, sure, dental insurance, that makes sense. And then just like ruined my life. Alrighty, let's add a little bit of white gel pen and maybe a few sparkles. Sue, honestly, I had that shower conversation many times following that. I'm sure you guys, I can't be the only one, you know. I won the lawsuit every time, but never actually did it. Alrighty, Kelly. Just gonna add a streak of white gel pen. I don't even know how sewing works, especially in Canada. I feel like you see it on American TV shows all the time, but I'm sure it's different up here. Okay. Let me just do a little bit of white gel pen. I don't want to hide the gradient, but I do want to cover up how non-blendy parts of it are. So I feel like the white gel pen kind of helps with that. Oh, the clanging of metal. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, my best friend is a dental assistant. Well, an orthodontist assistant. And so when it was time for her to get her braces, like she's always been so fascinated with teeth. In grade 8, she would just spend hours watching YouTube videos about braces, the process of putting them on, what they actually do. Like she just is obsessed. And now she's an orthodontist assistant and she loves it, but it's not my thing. Okay. Thank you so much for your order, Kelly. I'm gonna do your other one right away, but I feel like that worked out pretty well. The gradient thing is definitely not, that's not my forte, you know, like actually blending colors, but I really like how it turned out. And those two blues I just like love in any context, so can't go wrong. Let's do your order for Michelle. Because of your love for arts and stuff. Oh, interesting. Okay, so for Michelle, you were thinking Michelle along the edge of the page, orange and neutral colors, a little sleepy cat if possible, please. Okay, so since we've been doing name pages on the other side, do you want her name across here or do you want it like pasted onto here? Oh, stacked calligraphy instead? Okay. And then when you say orange, like a bright orange or more of a rust orange or a kind of pastel sort of orange? Michelle along the edge of the page, orange and neutral colors, a little sleepy cat. I know I've doodled a little sleepy cat, but it was absolutely with a reference photo, so I'm gonna go find one because I don't remember exactly what I did. Sleepy cat doodle. Okay, that one's very sleepy, like completely passed out. I was thinking something more like, I guess maybe like that. Let me think here. Yeah, I'll do something like this. Pastel / rusty. Yes, sorry, I think you did say coffee, that's right. Okay. Pastel / rusty. Let me see, I might have my best one like that upstairs for my own journal because that's kind of what I've been using. Okay, that's a little bit more brown looking. That's a little bit brighter. Okay, so my two thoughts would be like this one that I used for Sunday is kind of my most pastel one. It's not that pastel, kind of lacking in pastel oranges, I guess. And then this is more of like a soft rusty one. Do you like either of those? I would just run upstairs to grab one of those because I've been using whichever markers I use in my own journal for the week. I always have upstairs because that's where I do my journaling. Either of those? Okay. I'm just seeing if I have a good option down here before I go up there. Well, down here I only have bright ones or like very rusty. Well, that's almost brown. Do you like any of these or should I go up? I can go up. That is fine. I know exactly where they are, so it won't take long. Oh wait, the peachy, I also have a peach marker that is borderline orange. Good thinking, Jacqueline. That one, right, that's the one that we used as the pastel orange when we wanted a muted orange for this theme. It's this color right here. That's what we used for our muted orange. That one's nice? Okay, cool. I really need to get another one of those soon, I think. It still has life in it, but not as much as it used to. Okay, so Michelle, stacked calligraphy, sleepy cat, and coffee. Okay. I'm gonna add in some coffee colors for the rest of this lettering, I think. Let's do C, H, E, and then L, L, E. Oh, Courtney, I haven't done, this is 5/8, Caitlin. I haven't done any sort of little tour yet, but I am happy to show what I've got going. It's definitely still a work in progress, but at least now I have something and not just like cardboard boxes on the floor, because that's what I had up until this weekend. All right, we'll put a little sleepy kitty right over here. So I'm gonna draw him in light gray and then just kind of color the parts that need to be colored. Okay, there he is. Let's color his little ears in peach. Make up a little face. Where's my... Oh. Turning the music down. Oh, whoops, I was just turning my brightness down. Sorry. Is that okay? Let's add some spots on this guy. No problem. Okay, then let's do, I feel like I need to outline him. I wasn't sure, but now that I see it, I am sure. All right, little sleepy kitty. Okay, let's do a coffee cup. I'm trying to think, maybe an iced coffee up here. And do a little warm coffee cup, like a to-go cup over here. And let's add some coffee beans. Some sparkles. All right, let's add a bit of white gel pen to the page. And then I think we're gonna be good to go. All right, there is Michelle's journal. Thank you so much for your order, Kelly. Just want to make sure that I record here. Wait, what was 1157? That was no gold foil, right? Yes. I just need to actually write none so that I don't mess up. Oh yeah, and we did 1159 yesterday. That was Lizette's. So we're on to 60 today, which is Amanda. Is Amanda here with us? Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate your orders, and I hope that you and Michelle enjoy your journals. Gotta sip some tea here. Thank you guys for all the likes. I see those climbing. And it really helps. Like, we didn't have 200 people here for a long time today, but the likes definitely help boost it. Hey, Amanda. Okay, perfect. Let's get going on your petal pink one then. Let me go grab that for you, and I'll tuck Kelly's and Turpin. Oh yes, I need to also write the order number on here. This was 58, because 59 was Lisette, and then 60 is what we're gonna do next. And I need to remember tonight, if anyone's here tonight, we're gonna do 54 before we carry on with our order, because Monica's at work this afternoon. So I didn't do her journal yet. We're gonna do it when she's here. Okay, so for yours, okay, we're just doing a cover design. So I'll leave this in here for now, so that I only have to pull it out once. Okay, so cover design, you were thinking 2026 with some coffee doodles. Does that still sound good to you, Amanda? Yes, okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your order, Amanda. So yeah, all of the journals get these cute little pouches that have a ribbon that matches the journal, and then you get a little thank you card with a discount if you do decide to order from us again in the future. And then you also get a white gel pen. That will be your other freebie thrown in there. So thank you, Amanda. And let's jump over to 1162. Why am I not seeing? Oh, a 1161 was for just an empty journal, which I packed last week actually. So 61 is missing. We're gonna move straight on to 62. That was Kelly Jo's order that we packed last week. So 62 is Brittany. Let me just make a note of that so that I do that properly. And Brittany ordered a matcha colored journal. Oh, perfect. You're here, Brittany. I am so glad that everyone's been able to make it so far. I was nervous because of how awkward it is. You know, like I used to always do, you placed your order, I pack it right away. And that works so well because obviously people are there. But I'm really thankful that you guys have been able to make this work. Okay, so we've got your matcha color journal here for charms. You were thinking the white bee, a green book charm, and the light green pom-pom. So I'll pull those out. If you have any other ideas or you've changed your mind about anything, just let me know. All right. Nicole, I ended up around 150 orders, pre-orders. Some of them were for multiple journals, but yeah, the most orders that I've ever had at a time. So I am so grateful, and it means a lot of catch up, but in the best way. All right, white bee, green book, green pom-pom. So these two would be paired together on the same ribbon and this one on a separate one. Let me know if you like that, Brittany, or if you want to see any other options. Thank you for all the likes, you guys. That looks good? Lovely. Let's get those on there for you then. Aw, you're so sweet, Nicole. All right, there we've got the charms on. And while I'm putting these on, Brittany, for your name page, you were thinking Brittany with wildflowers and a stack of books. Again, if you want to change anything about that, let me know. Or if you want to specify anything like the color palette or the position of your name or anything, just try to put that into a comment for me while I get these on for you. I feel like I just can't decide on my temperature these days. Like I just took my sweatshirt off. Now I want to put it back on. It's probably because I'm drinking cold tea. But I always get kind of like, I'm not nervous, but you know, like the nervous feeling sweats, like when you're not actually hot, but you just get kind of sweaty. feel like that happens to me a lot when I'm on live. Color palette, I like blues, purples, greens, name can be stacked. Okay, lovely. Let's do blue, purple, and green then for the name. And then, right, we were doing floral, wildflowers on a stack of books. Okay, cool. Now, in my mind, wildflowers and flowers are just the same. Like I said, I don't really know flower types. So if you want me to make it different than other floral doodles that I often do, let me know, because my default will be to do it basically the same as I do any other flowers. So let's do B. R. Normal ones? Okay, lovely. And then we'll do I, T, T. A, okay, let's do some flowers. And you wanted a stack of books as well. Let me do the stack of books before I forget. So let's do... Will I be doing these over the weekend? I don't plan to. I typically try to take the weekends off, at least from normal work. I often end up doing other things that are work related, but I don't do my lives and stuff. And I think I should probably do the same this weekend. Yeah. And then next question, sorry. I need to stop trying to answer more than one question at once in my head because I sound like a space case. How did I start learning calligraphy? Honestly, I just basically started copying what I saw on Pinterest. I, at the time, was trying to learn how to watercolor. And I wanted to do like watercolor Bible verses and give them to all my friends. So I was just like looking at watercolor verses and stuff like that on Pinterest. And I just started like trying to copy the calligraphy as best I could. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember when it like clicked, but... Oh, thank you, Erie. Thanks, Crafty K. I guess, Iris, I just kind of started, I forget whose order started that, but that's what's kind of been happening in the past few days. I've been doing more and more where I do it this style. Just kind of depends on the prompt, I feel like. All right, and then we need some little stems for the lavender sprigs. All right, let's add the white gel pen. Yes, Florence, you can totally order in Quebec. And then for your cover design, Brittany, you were thinking 2026 with sparkles. Does that still sound good? Thanks, Mama Jen. Oh, no problem, Brittany. Thank you so much for your order. Okay, my bins are stuck together here. There we go. 2026 in sparkles, absolutely. So that was 62, and it does need gold foil. Thank you so much for your order. Okay, let me just make a note of that. 2026 sparkles. And then we will be on to 1163, which is Jenna. Jenna, are you here today? She's got an espresso journal, so let me go grab that for you. And I am so torn, sweater or no sweater, I have no idea, but I'm gonna put it back on and I might take it back off in like 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, perfect, Jenna. Let's start with your charms. You were thinking gold coffee and then a pom-pom to match the journal. So I'll grab those, but again, if you have any other thoughts, just let me know. I can pull those out for you. One arm in, one arm out. I know, if I could have like my arms in, but not actually put it all the way on, you know, like I do that in the car sometimes if we're like doing a long drive. I'll put my arms in, but not actually have the sweater on. Okay, so my gold coffee cups like this are actually gone, Jenna. So I do have these little coffee cups in their place. What do you think about that? Do you want me to pull anything else out for you to take a look? That's good? Okay, lovely. Coffee is so popular today, true. I wonder how many coffee and florals. I feel like every page that I've done today has had one or both of those factors, right? Because like the cat one didn't have any florals, but it still had coffee. And we've had a couple that are coffee and florals. Last one was florals and books. So again, still had florals, but no coffee. But we've definitely got a strong trend today. I feel like I almost never did florals for like the first part of this year. And then recently I've been doing a lot of them. Is that? Oh yeah. Okay. And while I'm putting these on, Jenna, let me know what you're thinking for name page. On here you had Jenna with coffee doodles, name in a vertical position. Did you mean like sideways down the page so it's kind of like standing upright? Or yeah, just let me know what you're thinking. Name positioning, color palette, any specifics that you have are helpful. Oh, did I forget to put a ribbon crimp on this one? I did. Let's see if I can sneak one on now. Oh, not without dropping it. Okay, there we go. And then I just gotta plier it shut. Sideways down the page, you like neutral colors. Lovely. Sounds good. We can do that. Alrighty. So we'll do Hey, Moira. Do I pronounce your name right ever? This is another one. I've never seen this name before. And I'm pronouncing it with confidence, but I could be wrong. All right, let's give you an iced coffee over here. Oh, nice. I've heard of Jenna Ortega, but not Moira. See the nature-like charms? So nature, I feel like pretty much this whole drawer fits into nature, kind of. Like we've got the mushrooms, we've got these leaves over here, flowers, a bunch of like ocean-related charms, and then a bunch of bugs up here. Oh, you guys, I don't really... TV and movies, I don't know a whole lot. Oh, no worries. No need to apologize. We're all good. Moira. Okay, yeah. No, I didn't realize that was like a name that most people have heard of. I've never heard it or seen it until this, Moira. Did you hear my baby's up? You hear, Mommy. Oh, great. That's okay. My husband is playing with him, but just once he figures out where I am, he is sometimes hard to keep away. Ooh, all the Tombow colors that I have. You know, I always feel like I should just say, yes, I would love to make a post about that. But I just have so many drafts that I never actually am making new posts. I can show you here though, if you would like. Or what about like my most used ones? Because I have some Tombows that I've literally never used. Yeah, I feel like 30 is probably pretty close. It was just a guess. I haven't actually counted them, but I feel like it's probably around there. Sorry, I just found a hangnail that looks like it should be easy for me to just... Okay, no. It's stronger than it looks. Pinned yeah, I should do that. This is a pre-made journal. So all of the pages are already drawn and printed into the journal, and then you can choose different layers of customization, like your charms, like a name page, and then like a gold foil cover design. Those are the elements that are customizable, but the inside pages are pre-made. All right, Jenna, thank you so much for your order. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your journal. Let me make sure I'm still on track with the numbering here. So this is 1163. Thank you so much. Let's stick that in here. Alrighty. So that was 6-3. We'll do 6-4 next. But I can show you some Tombos. 6-4 is Samantha. Is Samantha here? My most used Tombos for sure would be 991, 228. Where's my... oh yeah, N89 for sure. 192. And then 772. These would for sure be my top 5 most used Tombos. I have a lot more too. What? Seriously, Leah? You're amazing. That is the biggest order I've ever gotten in my life. Thank you so much. Aw. Oh, baby. I have so many ideas for baby book, birthday book, reading journal. Oh yes, for sure the biggest order that I've ever had. Thank you. You guys are blowing me away, like, just so grateful. Okay, what is this one? Okay, I have 4 purples that I use. Where's my other one? Here. So these are the 4 purples that I use. The middle 2 pair really well together. 526 maybe, and then 603. 623 is a little bit more pink to it. These ones are more blue. And then N60 is really gray, but it's still purple. Those are my top purples. Browns and tans. I use these a lot. Let me pull those out. Poor little guy. Okay, so in this order, I use 990 for anything that I want super light tan. 942 has a little bit of a pink tint to it, but it's still very tan. 992 is the light brown that I use for like the lattes and iced coffee. And then this is 977. It's what I just used to do Jenna's name. Those are my most used browns. Yeah, I put my purples away. And then my most used grays are, I just showed N89 over here. That's what I use for all of my shadows and like highlighted lines. And then N79 is also a really nice warm gray, which I love. Then yeah, for greens, these are my top 2 is 228 and 192, but I also use, when I need a dark one, I use 249. And then for kind of more of a teal green, I use 312. Those are my other greens. And then for blues, definitely my most used blues are these two, 533 and 553. I use them together. They're very similar. This is just kind of the darker version of this, which I love. But I also do use N52 when I want that kind of steel gray blue. And I have a whole lineup of more like, you know, these ones have more of a purpley undertone and these ones have more of a greenish undertone. I don't use these ones as much, but I do like them. 451 and 401 I feel like are almost identical. Don't get both. But 491 is really nice and light. So I would do like this one and then one of these as kind of its slightly darker counterpart. Those are my blues. And then, yeah, yellows, I really just use this 991. And then I also have that Zebra Mild Liner yellow that I use a lot that comes in their, I think it's called their natural collection, but it only comes as a chisel tip, unfortunately. But that's my other most used yellow. And then 026 is like an ochre, like a deep yellow ochre. Yeah, so these two are my most commonly used blues, 533, 553. N52 is my like gray blue. I know, right, Iris? I've bought so many from the website and they look nothing like it. And then I really like 491 because it's very light. These two, 451 and 401, I feel like are pretty much identical. So I wouldn't get both. And all of these colors are colors that I bought based on what I felt like my pack of Crayola Super Tips was lacking, at least most of these colors. I guess I've run out of some Crayola Super Tips and I've kind of filled their spot with Tombos in some cases, but most of them are ones that I felt like I just didn't have in any other collection of markers. Okay, yeah, and then I don't really have a Tombow orange that I love. 496 is just a very basic orange. 497 is like almost brown. It's almost identical to 947 is almost brown. It's almost identical to 977, which I just used for Jenna's name. But I still like it for like my fall leaves. Like I used it here in November for like this orange. Oh yeah, and this is 026, that ochre kind of yellow that I was talking about, very dark. And then this is the wine color that I've been using quite a bit. Actually, I have two of them. 837 is a bit more red and 757 is a bit more purpley pink. But I've been using both of these quite a bit. But those are the only Tombos that I have that I use. I do have other Tombos, but like Iris was saying, like I buy them based off of the website swatches and they're so unreliable. Like they look nothing like that, some of them. So these are the ones that I actually got and used and like. Alrighty. But yeah, these 5 right here are always on the top of my desk. And honestly, 990 should be in this category too, because I use that one a lot as well. Alrighty, let's do 1164 for Samantha. Thanks for waiting, Samantha. Let me grab your Petal Pink journal. No problem, Moira. I know, I need to, need is strong. I want to be better about like, making some of my content more like resources for you guys. I just haven't taken the time to do that lately because the time has been spent elsewhere. All right. So Samantha, for your name page, you were thinking your name down the side. Love if you could draw lily pads and dragonflies. Yes, absolutely. I can do that. Unless you've changed your mind. If you would like to change your mind, that is totally fine too. Just check over this baby. The name outward, like write it this way. Is that what you're thinking? Oh, yes, I can totally do that for you. Let me grab the colors that I know I will want. And would you like your full name, Samantha? Oh yes, it does say that on here, so duh. I will do that. Pastel colors like purples, greens, blues. Okay, awesome. Yes, perfect. All right. Don't worry, my husband is out there with them. He's just cranky sometimes. Stephanie, yes, I was planning to go live tonight. All right. Yes, Samantha, they'll be sent out on Friday. These ones. Oh, Iris, I need to follow you and add you as a moderator. Which I can do. Oh, I don't know if you can hear him. Ha, he, ha, he. He just loves hockey. We did not, I mean, we definitely had influence on that because my toddler is constantly playing hockey, but we didn't like try to teach him about hockey. And then we go to my in-laws and he's never seen it on TV before because we don't have TV. But he saw it on at my in-laws and right away goes, ha, he. And we just had no idea, like, you know, he's not even 1.5. He has such a small handful of words, but hockey was a priority for him. So he's out there. Well, hockey is like his favorite thing to play. All right, let's add, where's my light gray? Here it is. Stormy, right now we're packing up orders. These are, so I designed these like bullet journal style planners for 2026. So it comes black and white and you can use it as like a coloring book and a planner kind of in one. So I've colored in some of the pages, but most of it's still empty. And so everyone who orders it can choose different personalizations that they want. So today I'm doing personalizations for people who pre-ordered these. Oh, Vi, I don't think I could take the time to do that for you. Okay, let me think here. I want a pop of a darker pink. Where is that marker that I'm thinking of? Let's do this just for like the center of these. And then I've got to add the dragonfly's flight path and then the white gel pen. This is order number 1164. Thanks, Nikki. Oh, sorry, Samantha, what were you saying? Nikki numbers 1164. Oh, a dragonfly charm. Ooh. I am sorry, I don't have a dragonfly charm. If you wanted to try to find one, like charms are really cheap, like really cheap. I could put a ribbon crimp on here and a loop, and you could just go look for a dragonfly charm. And all you would need is a pair of pliers to put it on. If you want. Oh, right, I need to add white gel pen to the lily pads as well. Yes, for sure. Oh, no, no worries. Yeah, I don't have a dragonfly, but I'll just put a loop and a ribbon crimp on, and then just, yeah, like Hobby Lobby, AliExpress, Amazon, Temu, like places like that. Just look for dragonfly charm that you like. You'll probably find like a pack of 10 for, I don't know, $5 or like something like that. And then you can just put one on. No problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would work too. Something from a necklace or charm bracelet that is no longer needed. All right, yeah, I'll just put this on. And then, yeah, you'll need, I mean, you could probably do it with your fingers if you tried, but it would probably be helpful to have pliers just to really fasten it on there. No problem. Thank you so much for your order, Samantha. Thank you, Iris. Yes, I have, haven't I? And improving. Alrighty, so this was 64. And we're not doing a cover design on this one. Let me just make that note. And open up order 1165, which was Susie. Thank you so much for your order, Samantha. And Susie, let me know if you're here. Hannah, yes, code livestream will get you a discount on anything in my store. Oh wait, I forgot to write the order number onto here. This was 64, no gold foil needed. So we've got another espresso journal for Susie. No problem, Samantha. Thanks so much for your order. Let's see, is Susie with us today? I don't think I have a message from her on Instagram. Let me quickly go check. Because I know Monica, I was chatting with, we're gonna do hers later. I don't think I have anything from Susie. Unless it's in my hidden requests. That always happens so randomly. Okay, nope. Nothing from Susie. Yes, Kathleen, I would love to show the inside of the journals. So yeah, I'll show the inside on one that I have colored a few pages, but not most of them. So yeah, like I said, it's got 224 pages. They are super thick. They're 160 GSM, so you won't have any bleeding or ghosting, and they've got like 5mm dot grid on them. And so if you have questions about like specific pages or anything, let me know. I'll just kind of be flipping and talking, and you can let me know if you have questions. But the yearly spreads are all this little kind of pegboard theme, and I try to like make it a good balance between like everything done for you, but still leave a lot of room for flexibility. So the calendars, you know, start like this. You can either write a calendar into here if you want a calendar for every month. You could put like birthdays in here, other plans in here. You could just do a doodle or write like, you know, for April, write the number 4 or something like that. This is your future log. You're in pixels, you get 2 of those to track kind of like a topical thing. Like if you want your mood or something, you could have awesome day, sad day, sick day, whatever. And then each day of the year has a spot to color it in with that color. About me page, just to make this kind of a special keepsake. Record a few random things about where you're at. A goals page. When did I last, which is one of my favorite yearly pages to help manage, like get an oil change, and then you'd write the months of the year across the top here, and then which month you want to do that in, check it off when it's done. Tetris is another type of tracker. So for example, like fitness Tetris, you could do like take a Pilates class, do an at-home body weight workout, and then whenever you do that thing, you color in a Tetris block and you try to fill this by the end of the year. Bookshelf, favorite books. These pages are more just for fun. Favorite movies, playlist. I mean, they're all for fun, but the other ones serve more of like a tracking purpose. Bingo. So for example, I like to use this for like recipe bingo, and then I'll choose like 25 different recipes that I want to try throughout the year, and then color it in, put a sticker on, whatever, when you actually do it. You could do like book bingo or self-care bingo, again, like fitness bingo, something like that. These pages are pretty open-ended, but there are 12 large sticky note sheets, so you could use them as like a highlight of every month or something like that, or just like inspirational quotes, Bible verses, whatever you like. 8 completely blank pages for you to add extra spreads that you need. And then we get into the monthly themes. So all of these were chosen on Instagram. Cozy Cottage was the January winner. So I'll flip through these. I colored in one of the weekly spreads here just to kind of show what it will look like when it's actually in use. February, you guys voted for a bows theme. These are the weekly spreads. March, a plant theme won the vote, and so you'll see quite a lot throughout the journal, like light gray calligraphy, and the idea is that you'll write on top of it so that you can have colored lettering. I almost always have colored lettering in my theme, and so this is my solution for letting you guys have that too in an entirely black and white journal. So again, this is kind of what the weekly spreads look like. I colored things in, added some white gel pen, added some sparkles just for fun. And yeah. April is a tulip theme. I colored in the calendar here too. May reminds me a lot of the one that we just did for Samantha's journal because it's this little pond theme. So I tried to do kind of the same doodles in Samantha's journal. June is a seashell theme. Aw, thanks, Samantha. July is an ice cream truck theme. Neoma, I end up using a lot of Tombos, but if you're just like out to buy a set of markers for this, I would recommend the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100. They're super affordable and you can find them either like Amazon or even Walmart or something like that. August, you guys voted for an ocean theme. And so every month, well, let me show you in September. Here's August. So September is sardines. Every month has a title page and then just a blank page with some sort of themed doodle or border that you can use for whatever you need. Then there's a 2-page calendar. It's not dated or anything, so you can use it for any year, Sunday or Monday start, whatever you need. And then this spot also is like purposely left, like I wrote focus on there because that's what I want to use it for. Then you've got 6 normal trackers and 1 kind of leveled tracker, and then a memories page, and then 5 weekly spreads. And the weekly layout stays the same throughout the whole month, but the doodles change. And again, all the days of the week, and then an open box that you can use for whatever you need. October is this journaling at a cafe theme. Here's the calendar, the trackers, memories, and then these are the weekly spreads for October. Again, the gray calligraphy, I wrote over it in that sort of dusty blue. And then all the boxes in this month I love because it's like you're writing in a mini journal. November, the theme was knitting. And again, I added these like sparkles and little grid pattern. You can add little things like that to kind of spice it up. And the weeklies. And then December is a gingerbread theme. Got the cookie letters, and then these are your weekly spreads. So yeah, that is the journal in nearly its entirety. And I don't see Susie here, but she was pretty descriptive with her stuff, and I do want to keep going for a little bit longer here. So I think we're gonna go for it. I need to be okay with people not being here sometimes because in like 150 orders, people just won't be here all the time. Yes, Amy, I am in Canada. Thanks, Hannah. I'm thinking I'll probably do like kind of a monthly, like what I'm choosing for my color palette and stuff like that, like how I'm layering colors or whatever. I feel like that would be a good idea. I mean, I feel like it's a great idea in theory. Whether I actually have time to make it happen or not is the big question. But okay, so this is Susie, which is order 1165. For charms, she wanted a coffee charm and then a white or mocha pom-pom charm. So since she is not here, let's vote. So she said white or mocha. I can't remember if I've got moderators here to do that kind of stuff. So, oh yes, I am planning to go live tonight. I'm going to be done this afternoon's live after this order. But I will be live tonight. Okay, so let's vote. We're pairing with, oh sorry Stevie, I just started it. We're pairing it with this little coffee cup charm, option 1 or option 2. Option 1 or option 2. Yes, Hannah, it is the water-based dual tip brush pen by Tombow. Please put your votes up in the poll, that little blue and white clipboard icon right underneath my name. That is the only way your votes will be counted. No worries, you guys. I guess I could put that one onto its thing already. Option 2. Alrighty. Thank you for your order. Oh, someone asked how many orders I get through in a day. The last 2 days, so I only started packing these up. Oh, thank you so much for your order, Hannah. I only started packing these up on Monday, so this is only my 3rd day doing it. But I've been getting through 10 a day. On this live, we have already gotten through 10. And I am planning to go live again this evening. So I'm really trying to catch up on all the pre-ordered ones so that I can start doing like where, you know, you place an order and I pack it like right away or the next day or something. I feel like that's just so much more convenient. But I've got a lot to work through before then. So we started with 1134 and we're on 1165. So we've made some progress, but yeah, the orders that are waiting in the queue go almost up to 1,300. So we've got our work cut out for us. Oh yes, okay, thank you Nicole and Iris. I should add one of you. We haven't needed as much moderating when we're not doing a custom because we're not really doing polls very often. Like this was the first time I've had to do a poll for someone's pre-made journal order because normally, you know, they're here and they just choose everything so we don't vote on it. Okay, Sarah, the pom-poms don't really fit well with another charm, so I usually put them on their own. Oh, Nikki, I am having a hard time estimating that right now. If we're in the 6th, we get through roughly 10 a day. I'm trying to do 50 a week is what I'm trying to do. So normally I would go live 4 times in a week and get done 10 each time, but I'm trying to squeeze in like an extra live until I'm caught up. So yours is about 60 away, hey? So it should be, yeah, like a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. There we go. We've got her charms. And then for her cover design, she's going to have her name, Susie, with some coffee doodles. I know you're not here, Susie, but thank you so much for your order. We've got that packed up for you and ready to go. That was 1165. Alrighty. Let me set that one aside here. I'm gonna pull you guys down because it is time to go make some supper. My phone is down to, oh, my phone actually still has 18. My iPad is down to just 7%. So I'm gonna go charge things up, charge myself up, try to get back on here this evening to hopefully get through another 10-ish. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining this afternoon. Oh, thank you, Hannah. That's great. Yes, I will be live again this evening, whatever time it is for you right now. I'll see you probably in about 3 hours or so to pack up some more orders. And if you do decide to place an order, don't forget to use the discount code livestream for your order. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming, and I will see you later tonight.